Welcome back to our lore play series of Knights of the Old Republic. Last time we just did the tutorial escaping the explosion of the Endar Spire, crash landing on the planet Taris. So let's talk about the history of the planet while we explore. Taris was located in the Outer Rim, but it was a very urban and well-developed planet. It was very prosperous for a time, located along the Hydian Way and other major hyperspace routes. It turned into a planet-wide city much like Coruscant, and began to suffer from massive overpopulation. With the discovery of improved trade routes, Taris's importance declined, and it had to turn to industry to sustain its economy. This led to pollution of the oceans, which killed off the planet's main food supply, fish. Since the planet's land was covered in construction, there wasn't any farmland, and the oceans were the only source of food. So famine spread, which helped with the overpopulation problem, but civil war erupted. The city became segmented, and the lower class was forbidden from living in the upper levels. So we've got the upper levels, where we are now, the lower city, where swoop gangs and crime lords really had control, and then the undercity, where things were really bad. When the Mandalorian Wars began, it was the invasion of Taris that prompted the Galactic Republic to help the planet out. Not because they cared about Taris, but more because the planet was simply located close to the Mid-Rim. The war plunged the planet further into chaos as major companies fled, leaving millions unemployed. We're currently here not too long after the Mandalorian Wars. Order has been somewhat restored, but crime lords and swoop gangs now have significant influence, and the planet was conquered and occupied by the Sith Empire. I expect I'll be covering more on this planet for at least a couple episodes, but I need to jump forward in the plot a bit to the bombardment of Taris. Our mission right now is to find the Jedi Bastila Shan. Spoilers, we do it. And shortly after we do, Darth Malik's Sith fleet, desperate to kill her, decides to just bombard the city from orbit. Countless civilians were killed, and the planet, of course, suffered massive damage. Sorry for the spoilers, but the game is nearly 15 years old. With that little bit of background, we can jump over to canon, because Taris is a canon planet, and what's more, it sounds like it has a very similar history. So far, it's been at least mentioned in Dark Disciple, Tarkin, Rogue One, the Aftermath books, and Bloodline. Our best description of it comes from Aftermath Empire's End, where its surface is said to be polluted with wrecked starships. The elite lived in skyscrapers, and the poor lived in shipping containers, crashed ships, or whatever they could find. So we still have that class division and pollution, and while it's described as a planet-wide city, it's a ruined one. It definitely sounds like something bad happened there a long time ago. We just don't know what yet. But this all seems to line up with its Legends history around the same time. In Legends, the city was rebuilt to a degree, but it never again reached the status it once held. By the time of the Galactic Civil War, it was considered by most to be a faded city world. In addition to written mentions and descriptions of the planet, there is actually evidence for its existence in the films. Rogue One features a senator character named Tenra Pamlo. She represented Taris in the Imperial Senate. It makes sense that she would support the rebels because I doubt the Empire cares about a broken down city planet at all. Hopefully you like this planet because we'll probably be here for a little while. But there are definitely some interesting things going on in the lower levels and the Undercity that I'll be sure to talk about. Until then, please like this video, subscribe to the channel to see new Star Wars videos every single day, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out my Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.